Salut à tous, c'est MrNeho, bienvenue sur Handicraft et bienvenue de nouveau sur Los Angeles Noire. On commence l'épisode 25 avec une nouvelle enquête, Destin, Manifeste.
6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Alors, lors de la dernière enquête, on avait récupéré un énorme stock de morphine volée. Et là, visiblement, on trouve encore des victimes qui en portent sur elles. Sorti par là, ok. Par là, non, par ici. C'est un vrai labyrinthe celui-là. Voilà. Carnet, je pense que le lieu est déjà choisi, il y a un petit drapeau sur le radar. Je vais laisser mon collègue choisir la destination. Tout du moins l'itinéraire qu'il va prendre. Je ne conduis pas.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Le club sans.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski. Phelps.
Ah, ancien collègue.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Fusillade plus overdose.
You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Tout se mêle, à nous de régler ça. Et on a déjà un premier cadavre ici.
Just pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Lui, il a pris cher. Paquet de clopes, cigarettes, ça on va pas commencer à ramasser. Sur le comptoir, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose qui attire l'œil? Pas spécialement, on a des bouteilles cassées partout. Au sol aussi. Tout à volé. Il y a une boîte d'allumettes. Du club 111 visiblement. Le sac n'est pas à ramasser. Chaussures. L'hôtesse d'accueil sûrement, on lui parlera après. Ça siffle sur quoi? Encore une bouteille. Je vais la laisser. Là ça se ramasse pas. Encore un cadavre ici, là on a une valise. Alors. Bon. Peut-être dans ses poches quelque chose. Voilà, on trouve une seringue de morphine. Du stock qu'on avait trouvé précédemment.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Alors ça, faut le déterminer. Une nouvelle source ou des restes de ce qu'on avait déjà trouvé. L'autre côté, il n'y a rien. D'accord. Les bras, c'est bon. Peut-être celui-là. Non, rien de plus. Donc lui, il a de la morphine sur lui. Ouais, c'était cette valise, apparemment.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Un particulier observé sur cette trompette.
What's that click?
Ouais. Effectivement, il y a un bruit étrange quand on repositionne ces petits morceaux. Qu'est-ce que ça fait tout ça? D'accord.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Bon, on a tout le matériel pour réaliser des shoots de morphine, d'héroïne. Blue Room Ticket.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Il va falloir enquêter sur ce club également.
Kept his stash close at hand.
La seringue perso. Ok. Il n'y a que ces deux choses là à voir. On replie, on remballe. Alors, valise c'est bon. Les deux corps, je les ai vus. Il y a un petit local derrière, on va aller voir. Il y a des cartouches de cigarettes peut-être. Tobacco. Cigarettes,
Dozen
voilà.
packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Ça fait plus penser à une cargaison volée qu'un achat, ce stock énorme. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Des fusils. Non, rien à faire là.
Brand new.
Fusil mitrailleur bas.
Fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he
Ouais,
get three
3
of
c'est
them?
beaucoup. C'est pas un simple souvenir de la guerre.
Army surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
Beaucoup de choses qui viennent des stocks de l'armée. Le docteur, rien de plus à annoncer. Case de Coolridge. Ce serait là que tout était récupéré. Ok, allez, on va parler à l'hôtesse
Ma'am, I'm
maintenant.
Detective Phelps, administrative vice squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective.
Bienvenue au club 111.
Feels
Ouais,
like
il
I've
reste
had
plus grand
half the
chose.
LAPD in here today.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle peut nous dire sur la
Any
fusillade?
idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Elle était peut-être pas là, mais en tout cas très hésitante. Je pense que je vais mettre sa parole en doute.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an
Très
interest?
mal à l'aise sur la question.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Ok, merci des infos.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a
Eddie.
thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Bon, là, elle a pas été hésitante du tout. Ça a l'air d'être la vérité.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Bien vu.
Thank you for your
Elle est
help.
pas
ma'am.
bête.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Bon, elle était au courant de pas mal de choses finalement, celle-là. Ok, je crois que c'est tout pour ici. Qu'est-ce qu'on a eu comme nouvel indice? Il y avait le ticket du Blue Room notamment. Voir dans les lieux si on peut y aller. Hop, club de jazz. Allez, on se met en route.
You know the way. You can drive.
Le Blue Room. Un bar que fréquente habituellement Cole. Bon, on va continuer à rentrer.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow. Or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Je crois qu'elle va se prendre une claque sinon.
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Alors, on enchaîne directement sur l'interrogatoire d'Elsa. On va lui parler de la morphine.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Il confirme qu'il y en a beaucoup qui en prennent. Elle n'y peut rien. Petit regard soutenant, je vais mettre sa parole en doute pour essayer d'avoir plus
You can do
d'infos.
this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Du coup, les musiciens prennent sa défense et confirment que déjà, c'est les blancs qui sont derrière tout ça. Ouh, quelques bugs graphiques, j'ai quelqu'un qui se met en place là où il faut pas.
My partner mentioned a couple of names.
Énorme.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
La serveuse elle est glitchée sur mon siège. Et du coup, j'ai pas écouté. Et... Au niveau du visage, ça a pas l'air d'avoir beaucoup changé. Pas l'air sûr d'elle du tout. Je vais remettre sa parole en doute.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We
Excellent.
worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good.
Alors lui, il en rajoute encore.
He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer.
Il y a des gens qui se téléportent dans ce bar, c'est étrange. C'est peut-être la morphine qui fait ça.
Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of
Mickey
day,
Cohen.
you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait.
Tout tourne autour de lui,
Something I need
visiblement.
to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Cole s'intéresse à Elsa, visiblement. Ça va, à faible vitesse, je m'en sors plutôt pas mal finalement avec le volant. Double-moi par la droite, toi, n'importe quoi. T'as de la chance que je sois en filature.
Vin, I risk losing the trail.
On va passer la trace, elle est juste devant. Ah, déjà arrivé. Voilà, elle aurait pu le voir. Sympa ce logement. Je suppose que c'est une suite d'appartement, pas une maison quand même. Cette tête. On dirait qu'il va tenter sa chance, le coquin. Bah, ça a vite changé. Ah, madame ne dit pas non. Oh, il a tout compris. On poursuit avec le club Mocambo.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Donc, on vient voir Mickey Mayor Cohen.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you gonna stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Ça pourrait bien. Alors, Opération Finkelstein. C'est celui que nous avions arrêté lors de la dernière enquête. Qui gardait bien sagement la grosse cargaison de
Your
morphine.
brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the
Beau-frère de
shipment.
Mickey Cohen.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Il se fout de moi, je savais pas du tout. En tout cas, il sait pas mentir vu le regard. Je vais mettre sa parole en doute.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine.
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Bien. On parle de la
We believe
fusillade.
there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
J'aime pas ce genre de réponse courte. Ça n'apporte rien du tout. Le regard toujours fuyant, je remets sa parole en doute.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
On a la confirmation dans le dos, bien sûr, des agents.
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Salle de réunion. On a un collègue qui enquête sur Coleridge.
Said she never saw it.
Guy gave his wife a tap.
Harry, you got a minute?
Love and war.
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just
Tiens,
recovered
ce qu'on a
3
trouvé récemment.
BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Alors, on a des
Hey, I gave his wife a tap.
passenger name. Ok, on a les identités des gens. Tiens, Jack Kelso d'ailleurs. des gens qui se trouvaient à bord du Coleridge. Jack Kelso. Sont tous montés à Shanghai pour arriver à San Pedro aux États-Unis. Manifeste, good for United States. C'est qu'ils ont ramené visiblement. Tiens, les numéros, on a les numéros de qui il y en a qui ont ramené des Thompson. C'est pas ce qu'on a trouvé. Ah, 400 unités de Thompson. Pas possible. Pour 2 tonnes. Browning Auto Rifle, les barres, fameux fusil mitrailleur en barre. C'est ce qu'on aurait pu trouver. Quel nom c'est enregistré? Albert Reading. On a également cigarette de valeur.
This is the crate we recovered.
Oh, 900 kilos. Ah non, ça fait 400 kilos, 960. LBS. À quel nom? Jack Kelso. On sera peut-être amené à le rencontrer prochainement. Et morphine. 2 millions de seringues de morphine dans les rues, putain. C'est énorme.
These guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Ben, on est reparti sur une fusillade. Seulement l'épisode est déjà bien avancé. Je pense qu'on va garder ça pour la prochaine fois. Tout simplement. Si je peux trouver un temps calme pour faire la pause, bien sûr. Voilà, ça devrait être bon tant que le collègue descend. Un petit détour par les lieux. Commissariat, on y est. J'ai peut-être oublié quelque chose. Fusillade, train-bus. Choisis la destination. Et on reprendra à partir d'ici en voiture avec le collègue pour l'épisode suivant la semaine prochaine. C'était MrNeho pour Handicraft sur Los Angeles Noire. On reprendra l'enquête, le Destin Manifeste jeudi prochain. A bientôt pour la suite. Ciao.